I'm Maty Young from Young One Studio, and actors can't control what others in the industry think about them. You can't at all. People will have opinions, but you can control how you present yourself. In an industry built on opinions, auditions, notes, reviews, casting decisions, advice from collaborators, feedback from friends and family, your presentation becomes one of the few things that truly belongs to you. It's not just about the performance you deliver. It's about how you enter a room, how you interact with the cast and crew, how you carry yourself before and after the work is done. Every interaction communicates something about who you are professionally. From the moment you walk into an audition, step onto a set, or join in on a rehearsal, people are forming opinions and impressions. Are you prepared? Are you respectful of time? Do you listen? Are you calm under pressure? These qualities matter just as much as talent, because film and television are deeply collaborative environments, probably the most of any of the arts. The question is never just, is this person talented? It's also, do I want to work with that person again? I saw a very real example of this on one of our shoots. An actor came in to film some scenes. They were trained, clearly capable, and had done the work on their scenes. But once we started rolling, they struggled with something far more important than their performance. They wanted to control every aspect of the shoot. They would break character mid-take to question why the camera was placed in a certain way, why we needed a specific shot. They were asking things about why they had to hit a mark, or why they could or couldn't move freely. Instead of just staying present in the scene and doing their job, they kept stepping outside of the scene to challenge the process. Direction became very difficult. Momentum just kept hitting a wall. It was constantly interrupted. What should have been a very smooth, creative, collaborative process turned into a tense, exhausting experience for everyone involved. And the reality is none of these things, the camera placement, the blocking, the repetition, it's all arbitrary. They're part of a larger visual language that supports that person's performance. On a professional set, actors are just one tiny piece of the much bigger machine. Trust in that system and the crew, it's essential. By the end of the day, that actor, they actually broke down. They were in tears and apologizing for their behavior. They actually acknowledged that they hadn't trusted the process. It was a very honest moment, and it did matter. But what was more telling is that after speaking with others in the industry, we realized this wasn't an isolated incident. This was a pattern with this performer. And that's where your presentation is important, because if it becomes your reputation. Behavior determines how often you're invited back. Presentation also shows up in how you respond to feedback. Actors who become defensive or need to control every detail often make collaboration almost impossible. The strongest professionals that I've ever worked with, they understand that they're part of a team. They listen, they adapt, and they 100% trust all the people around them doing their jobs. Confidence in the industry doesn't mean having all the answers. It means trusting your prep while staying open enough to adjust when needed and taking other people's opinions. It's important to understand that presentation is not about becoming who or what you think the industry needs a good actor to be. That leads to insecurity and imitation and limitation. Real presentation is just clarity. Know your strengths, develop what you can do, and communicate them honestly. That's it. Whether it's emotional depth, comedic timing, internal intensity, external intensity, or something uniquely personal, the clarity allows you to walk into any room grounded in who you are. Professionalism extends well beyond the set. It's how you communicate, how you show up online, how you speak about others, that's a big one, and how you handle yourself when things don't go your way, and they never will. People remember your reliability. They remember your humility. They remember actors who make the whole process better and more fun. not harder and guarded. In an industry where reputation travels very quickly, those qualities become your main ticket. Opinions will always change. Someone who passes on you today, they might call you in tomorrow. What remains consistent is the impression that you leave behind after a shoot or whilst you're on a shoot. A strong, grounded, collaborative presence stays with people a lot longer after the work is done and will get you back on more work. Presentation, it's about ownership. You can't control everything, you never will. You can't control every decision or every opinion, but you can control how you prepare, how you behave, how you listen, and how you show up. In a field where so much is out of your control, that consistency can become your greatest advantage. Remember, you're there to do one job, do your job, and let everyone else do theirs, and the set will sing. It'll be magic, and you'll have a great product. All right, guys, I'm Maty Young from Young One Studio. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.